Coming to you from the Fox Sports 1270 studio in downtown Palm Springs, this is the Coachella Valley Sports Report with your host, Coach B.
Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the injuryfirmlaw.com studios. This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I am your host, Coach B, and we're broadcasting from the injuryfirmlaw.com studios on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. And as always, we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app, and you can also catch us on Fox 11 Friday morning. It's a big day here in the Coachella Valley. We're excited about this. Can you believe this? It's almost time for the second annual Coachella Valley Basketball All-Star Classic. So we're doing Media Day, and you know what? We're going to just jump right on in. Let's go ahead and let's get right to it. Coach, by all means, we have staff in here from Desert Christian Academy. Introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience.
I'm Coach Hesser. I'm assistant varsity basketball coach at Desert Christian Academy, and I'm also going to be assisting Coach Garrison with the All-Star game tomorrow for Team Hoopers.
Now, how excited are you about this game? You know, you guys have got some really good players, and you know, DCA, I'm going to say this. They set the standard last year. So DCA swept the MVP for the girls' basketball game last year, the boys' basketball game, and the baseball game.
We did. I got to shout them out. That's Mia Satunio, Augustine Youssef, and Christian Adamson that pulled out the MVPs for all those. I'm really excited, especially because, you know, tomorrow I have my son playing. So he and Josiah, Coach Garrison's son, are two of the seniors that were selected for this. And I'm just really excited for all these kids here in the Coachella Valley to do something like this local and where they can get together and play with each other.
And talk to me a little bit about this. It's, you know, it's a great honor for the student athlete to do this, but I always like to get the perspective of the coach. It's got to be an honor for your staff, for you and Coach Garrison's staff to be out there as well and be a part of this amazing event.
It really is. We were there last year and saw the energy, and it was exciting to see there. And, you know, Coach Sobachek's being able to do it for the second year in a row. Justin has a great program over there at Palm Desert. But we are excited to be out there and be a part of this, and it's a unique experience. Not everybody gets to do this. We want these kids to hopefully at some point be able to look back on this as a really fun experience. We want to do our best to make it fun for them.
Yes, and I think it's going to be a great event when you think about that. And one thing I've got to tip my cap to Coach Garrison, we on our process is a little unique because we want to make sure it's a balanced game. Correct. So we do a draft, and we'll have players picked and whatnot. And one thing that Coach Garrison was adamant about is he said he wanted every athlete to have the opportunity to participate in this game. Now, I'm still new to market. I didn't account for Coachella. Sure. I didn't think, you know, new, yeah. Yes, yeah. I didn't think that would impact the game. So there are some kids that say, hey, I got tickets to this concert, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But why is that so important to DCA and making sure everyone has the opportunity to participate?
The culture that we have at our school is just very involved, and while you don't have that opportunity all the times at other schools, most of our kids are multi-sport sport athletes, especially the boys. They're playing across 2-3 sports. So high school athletics is such a small time in their life, but it has such a major impact and benefits for going forward. So we want as many people to participate that as possible. You gain the team aspects, the camaraderie. It's a low-stakes way to fail and then try to come back, you know, for success that will help build them to be successful in life going forward. And that's what we're about with these boys. Is Coach Garrison really has a ministry, Coach Johnson at DCA, Mrs. Scott, all the people there, and we want to build them going forward.
Coach, this is your second year for the Coachella Valley Basketball Classic. How excited are you about this game and your roster and how's everything looking?
Very excited. We had our practice last night. Got all the kids together. We had 10 of the guys there, so it was fun. You know, meeting some of the new kids that we didn't have a chance to coach against this past year, and some that we did, and just a great group of kids, right, young men, and really looking forward to tomorrow.
Yes, it's going to be a great game. And we've talked about this before and just the growth of the Valley. Right. When you were at PD, how many schools were in the Valley then?
That's a great question. Not as many as there is now. I'll just leave it at that. I don't have an exact number for you, but there's quite a few more now.
And how excited are you about this? Because I learned, this is a term that I learned. It's people now come past the windmills. But how excited are you now that people are coming past the windmills, and how does a game like this help to get people past the windmills?
Yeah, I think it's just the notoriety, everything you're doing. It's kind of making everything a little bit more public and recognizing the talent that we do have out here. So we are getting more kids to kind of come this way and families to come this way. So it's just going to continue to grow. It's a much bigger product than it was, 20 years ago when I played. So it's definitely going in the right direction.
Right. And, I just saw in the news the other day, my son, Brian, who's 24, he just showed me a story how people are moving out of I think it said L.A. was like a county that has the most people moving out of, and it's people moving to the inland areas and whatnot. Now you're starting to see that growth in that talent. But let's talk about your PD staff or your PD roster. You've got a couple of players that are going to participate in this game. Yep. It's got to be great to have that one final ride with your young men.
Yeah, I mean, we had, a lot of those guys have been with me for 4 years, so some too, but yeah, it's great to get them to play, to have them, to coach them one more time, in an all-star setting or any setting in general. It's Paul Dreisbach, Zane Jordan, and Jordan Preciado. Not a lot of people get the chance to coach their kids one last time, and it's definitely an honor, and it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
And I know you've got to think to yourself, that 4 years with them was just blew by, and now they're seniors and they're ready to go. It's got to be rewarding for you to see their growth and see what they become, but it's a difficult thing, and they're not going to be here next year.
Yeah, no, it's bittersweet, right? You spend so much time with them. I always tell my wife, I spend more time, with her, just as much with the players as I do with my family. That might not be a good thing, but it's, you're just around them so much with the travel and the weights and the film and practices, and you just see them all the time, and then it kind of gets ripped away from you after that, last game of the season. And so to have them back around, even for a little bit, is really nice.
Right. It's always good to get another week of basketball in. But, we on your PD players, you have 4 of them on the team. But you've also got, and this is what I just asked, your coaching staff is going to coach against you. There's got to be players on that roster. You're thinking to yourself, man, if I would have had them, we would have been rolling.
Yeah, it's always nice when you get a collection of talent from an area, and if we had such and such this season, things could have been a bit different. And obviously that's something that doesn't happen, but it's cool to kind of imagine what could have been. And obviously I was very happy with our season and the roster we had, but it's always cool to kind of think about what could have been if you had a couple other guys from surrounding schools.
Right, absolutely. And how did that practice go? Because I this year, and this is another thing I talked about in the last interview is I'm still new to market, Coach, and I didn't think there's a little concert going on out here, and I didn't factor that in when we were scheduling. So next year the game will be in March.
Okay,
so
okay.
We'll make sure we move it up so we can avoid prom. That's a little important, and we can avoid Coachella because there's 2 weeks to Coachella and then Stagecoach. So some of the players are actually going. So they declined the offer. They said, nope, I'm going to that concert. But tell me a little bit about practice. How did practice go? How was that?
It was good. It was good. It's, you get a bunch of fresh faces outside of the guys that, I coached throughout the year. So just trying to get everybody, cohesive in a short amount of time is always the biggest challenge. And, talking about playing the right way. And, it's an all-star game, but we don't want to go layup for layup or 3 for 3. We want to go out there and guard and compete and play the right way. And I think, that was the biggest thing I stressed. It wasn't like we're putting in all these different sets and things of that nature. If we got to draw something up on the fly, that's, something I obviously can do. But I think it's just more competing at a high level. And, you want to go out and you want to show out and represent the Valley. And, the whole goal is to go out there and win, right?
Right.
That's the whole point of doing this is you want to go have some fun. But at the end of the day, you're going out there to compete.
Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the InjuryFirmLaw.com studios.
Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
An accident can change your life in an instant. One moment you're driving to work, the next you're dealing with pain, stress, and bills that just keep piling up. That's why you need the Injury Firm, the official law firm of Fox Sports 1270 AM and the Coach B Show to step in and protect your rights. If you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, the injury firm should be your first call. Car accidents, slip, trip, and falls, dog bites, and much more. They will guide you through every step and work with you to get the compensation you deserve. They don't just talk results. They have recovered millions for their clients. So don't go it alone. Get a team that's on your side from day one. Call the injury firm today at 949-575-8875 or visit them on the web at injuryfirmlaw.com. And then you said you played not one, not two, not three, but 4 years of varsity basketball. Yes. Did that go fast for you or what?
It went pretty fast. I was actually shocked because I did not expect it to go that fast, but it went super fast. And I would just say, just enjoy your time in high school because it just absolutely flies by.
Yes, it does. And you're one of the players that Coach and I were talking about at practice. You came all the way down from Yucca to practice. And it's during the week of Coachella. That's a risk right there, right? Yeah.
Yes.
But talk to me about how excited you are about this game and being a part of this game.
I'm so excited. I am so excited to finally play probably actually my last time in high school ever. So I'm just super excited to go out there and have some fun and not put too much pressure on myself. So, yeah.
Right. And, what was it like, the experience being out there? You're out there with other young ladies that have equal skill set. Yes. And this game is going to be really competitive. So what are you looking forward to in this game, and what are you most excited about?
I would say just focus on shooting and focus on just having fun. Like I said, not putting too much pressure on myself. I would say just go out there, push myself, and have fun, and keep shooting, and don't get too down on myself, and yeah.
And I got a scouting report on you. I hear you're a shooter. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to ask you a question. I just asked Coach Subcheck about this. Mellow Ball. I covered him in high school, and he would shoot from the other half court. Yes. I mean, in the next gym. Yeah. So the other night, he had a wide open layup. Mm-hmm. He ran out to take a three. Are you doing that, or are you taking the layup?
I would say I'm taking the layup because you're more consistent in doing that, and your percentage is higher to take the layup instead of the shot because you're not gonna always make your 3-point shots. So I would say I'm taking the layup.
Are you sure you're a Gen Z? Because nowadays they're just taking those jumpers and they're getting up there. On the rosters that we have, are there individual players that you're looking to compete against, or are you just looking out there to go out there and flat out ball?
I'm going out there to just ball, and I'm just going out there to have fun. Yes, it's going to be competitive, but I'm just going out there to have fun and push myself. And because me 4 years ago, I would not see myself doing this. Right. I would not see, I'm a very shy person, so I would not, see myself ever doing this or pushing myself. So I'm just going out there to have fun and push myself and just go out there and play.
You're talking about maybe, excelling in basketball or just, the media day?
I'm thinking both. Oh. Because, me, like I said, I was super, super shy my freshman year. So, I would never expect for me to do this. So.
Was there a time, because you said you played 4 years of varsity.
Yes.
Was there a point when you said to yourself, I could be a decent player? What was that moment like?
I would say it was probably because I also played travel ball. I think it was my sophomore year, and I want to say my freshman year. And I played travel ball, and I would say, then is when I really, kind of found myself and saw myself more consistent in shooting and stuff like that. So I would say it was probably around that time when I saw that I was gonna be decent. So yeah.
Now I'll ask you, if you have that freshman that's coming in at Yucca right now, mm-hmm. that's like you, a little
yes.
nervous, mm-hmm. a little shy.
Yes.
What would you tell them? What work would you suggest for them to do to get to where you had in that growth?
I would say just keep getting reps in. I would say just it's okay to be shy. You're going to find your spot eventually. And I would say that it's also okay to be quiet too. I'm a quiet person as well. You're going to find your friends. You're going to find your spot. So, I would say focus on yourself if you have to. Keep getting reps in. Keep working hard. And just go out there and play.
Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the InjuryFirmLaw.com studios. Coming from DCA and being a smaller school, do you think that it's important for you guys to show we can ball too?
Yeah, I think it's pretty important. Definitely, like in our small valley, I think it's good to show, especially the bigger schools that we play against, that we can keep up and compete. Even if we lose, whether we lose or win, it's good just to have a good game with other schools in the valley.
Yes, and I know with Coach Garrison, Coach Johnson coached we did the All-Star football game. He did it, and Coach Johnson is so involved. Johnson is involved, and Garrison is involved. And your coach as well, the DCA girls basketball coach. What is it about sports over at DCA? You guys love playing some sports over there, huh?
Yeah, well, because we're a K through 12 school, our sports programs typically start like in middle school. I know my coach this year coached me up from 7th grade all the way up till now. So I've had the opportunity to work with him as well as one of my teammates since I was like 12, 13 years old. So it's definitely just like the tighter knit school makes a more family environment, and we all know each other really well, and we all have really good relationships with our teammates and our coaches. So being able to just work with the same people from middle school all the way through senior year of high school definitely creates a lot of opportunity for growth.
And that's got to be special for you when you had a coach that's been with you since the 7th grade all the way to now. That's got to be amazing. That was a quick ride, though, right?
Yeah, it went by really fast.
So tell me a little bit about this game. How excited are you to be a part of it?
I'm so excited. This being my last high school game and being injured for the end of my season this year, I'm really excited just to give it one more shot.
Yes, and last year you guys had a lot of talent. We had 4 young ladies playing the game last year, 4 young ladies from DCA playing in the game this year. I mean, you guys really produced some good talent over there. But how excited were you when you were selected?
I was really excited. I told both my parents like right away. I sent it to my sister who's playing in college now. She played in the All-Star game last year.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's really exciting to have this opportunity and to kind of like do what my sister did last year and just show that I can play, but also play for the glory of God.
Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the InjuryFirmLaw.com studios. An accident can change your life in an instant. One moment you're driving to work, the next you're dealing with pain, stress, and bills that just keep piling up. That's why you need the Injury Firm, the official law firm of Fox Sports 1270 a.m. and the Coach B Show to step in and protect your rights. If you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, the Injury Firm should be your first call. Car accidents, slip, trip, and falls, dog bites, and much more. They will guide you through every step and work with you to get the compensation you deserve. They don't just talk results. They have recovered millions for their clients. So don't go it alone. Get a team that's on your side from day one. Call the Injury Firm today at 949-575-8875 or visit them on the web at InjuryFirmLaw.com. And you were selected for the Coachella Valley All-Star Basketball Classic. And I've heard such good things about you and your game. It's one of those situations. I know Coach wish he could bottle you up and duplicate you and have you next year, but you are a senior this year. Tell me a little bit about your senior season and how was everything for you this year?
I mean, going into the season, it was really high expectations. I mean, losing Jake in the middle of the season got hit with adversity. I mean, our team was hit with so much adversity, and we responded in a really special way. So I think it couldn't have been any better.
Yeah, and being a senior, when you talk about that, some of the things you had, the challenges you had this year, is that one of those things that being a senior, you say, hey, guys, let's make sure we stay focused and stay focused on that task?
Yeah, I mean, definitely have to stay focused. It was hard at some points in the season, but, I mean, as a group, we came together and found a way to win games, still coming to a 20-8 record at the end of the season. so it's pretty good.
And that's got to be good for you playing at Palm Desert to have, because the standard is so high to play basketball there. I mean, you had a coach that was a great individual player, and I'm sure he helped grow your game as well. How's it been like playing with Coach Subcheck over these years?
I mean, it's been great. I came to Palm Desert as a junior, coming from Xavier, and it was just from the very start, Coach Subcheck just believed in me. I mean, having a coach that believes in you from day one, it's just a different type of feeling. It lets you play confident, but lets you play free. So he definitely took my game to a different type of level.
And that's good because, when I played basketball, I had no coach that believed in my talent. So, and, when I saw myself play, I could see why. But talk to me a little bit about this All-Star game. How excited are you about this to have one more rodeo?
I mean, it's definitely exciting. I mean, before last year when you guys did it, there wasn't anything like this, so I never thought I would end up getting one more high school game. So just to play with these teammates that I haven't played with for a while, so it's exciting.
And you have a lot of players out there. I'm sure the Valley is small. A lot of players you've either played against or you've seen play and whatnot. And what is it going to be like to have some of them on your – because we mix the teams up, so it's not divided by boundaries or whatnot. We mix the team up. So you may have rivals on the same team as you. So what is it like to have teammates where you're saying, oh, he can ball, and now you have a team of people who can flat out play ball?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, there's a couple guys on my team that I used to play with in 7th and 8th grade, so it's definitely a little throwback. It's great to play with the people that you used to play with.
An accident can change your life in an instant. One moment you're driving to work, the next you're dealing with pain, stress, and bills that just keep piling up. That's why you need the Injury Firm, the official law firm of Fox Sports 1270 AM and the Coach B Show, to step in and protect your rights. If you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, the Injury Firm should be your first call. Car accidents, slip, trip, and falls, dog bites, and much more. They will guide you through every step and work with you to get the compensation you deserve. They don't just talk results. They have recovered millions for their clients. So don't go it alone. Get a team that's on your side from day one. Call the Injury Firm today at 949-575-8875 or visit them on the web at injuryfirmlaw.com. How excited were you when you found out you were selected to play in the All-Star game?
Yeah, I was pretty excited because I remember last year I saw like a bunch of my teammates and my older brother got selected for the game too, and it was pretty fun to watch. So it's nice to be able to have another opportunity to go out and play.
Excellent. Were you in the game last year? I mean, were you at the game last year? Not
yeah.
At it.
Yeah, I saw the game last year. It was fun. It was nice to watch.
Excellent. And you can tell your brother, hey, you guys didn't have media day.
Yeah.
So we were still new to market, and we were still growing, and we were still doing our thing. So tell me a little bit about the game. And this is one thing about All-Star games. It's a little stressful because you may have seen some people in the gameplay.
Yeah.
So you may be familiar with their game, but is it difficult to gel that fast after a few practices and get to know everyone?
Yeah, I think there's always like a learning curve, but I mean, if you're always like dedicated to just play basketball, then it's never too hard because everyone, they want to just play and win. So like, it's not hard to like make winning plays or make an unselfish play if you truly do want to win and you just like playing.
Right. And I'm just looking at your bio, point guard, shooting guard. Which one do you prefer?
I like both. I like winning, so like
yeah.
I'll just do whatever role it takes for me to win on a team is whatever I'm fine with.
Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
So talk to me a little bit. Your dad is one of the coaches, and you have Coach Garrison. You got some really good players on your team. What are you excited about? You were selected to play in the All-Star game. How excited are you about participating in this game?
I mean, I am excited definitely that I get to have one more chance to play, and it's also exciting to be coached by my coaches one last time. And one thing about me is I love to follow Coachella Valley Sports too, so it's good to be able to play with some of these other players around the valley.
Right.
Last time.
And one thing that I was just looking at you're a multi-sport athlete. You play football, basketball, baseball. Now, none of your coaches are in here. You know, Coach Garrison's not here. Coach Johnson's not here. Your baseball coach is not here. What sport do you like best?
To play, probably basketball.
Basketball. All right. I love it, man. And then you guys have gone the deep run. You have you made first team South Valley League. I'm just looking at all the accolades on your Letterman jacket. It's I wasn't able to get a Letterman jacket when I was in high school because I didn't play. But you know, that's not me. That's not here nor there. But basketball, what is it about basketball that you like?
I'd say it was, I think, the sport that I adapted to the quickest, but it's also, I think, the sport that it was that in football that I've been watching the longest. And I think for whatever reason, I think some of it came from my dad. That was his favorite sport. So that was the sport I was watching the most. And I think my guess is I was around it the most. And I think that's why I adapted to it.
Right. And
so quickly.
And one of the things is I coach my son, you know, and I talk a lot of times to other coaches about coaching their kids, but I'll ask the perspective as the son. What is it like having your dad as a coach?
I mean, it's a great experience, it's a great opportunity. You know, some of the times where it is tougher is they can be harder on you sometimes because you're their kid, especially. But, you know, at the same time, you know, he's talked to me. He needs to show like he's not showing favoritism towards me. And so that's sometimes why he has to be harder on me. And, you know, one of the things I told him is it's like he's been hard on me for a while, and as much as sometimes I have hated it, I don't know where I would be without him, and I'm glad that I had him there to push me, you know. And one of the unique things was he'd be watching film at home, but I always got my like personal film session from him a lot of times.
Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the InjuryFirmLaw.com studios.
Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
An accident can change your life in an instant. One moment you're driving to work, the next you're dealing with pain, stress, and bills that just keep piling up. That's why you need the Injury Firm, the official law firm of Fox Sports 1270 AM and the Coach B Show, to step in and protect your rights. If you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, the Injury Firm should be your first call. Car accidents, slip, trip, and falls, dog bites, and much more. They will guide you through every step and work with you to get the compensation you deserve. They don't just talk results. They have recovered millions for their clients. So don't go it alone. Get a team that's on your side from day one. Call the Injury Firm today at 949-575-8875 or visit them on the web at injuryfirmlaw.com.